guest, and I'm going to have some fun with this intro because, well, we were having some fun earlier, and I'm going to play along here. So I'm going to lean into the microphone as I drift off the screen. So Oswaldo Gutierrez, sorry, 19-year-old entrepreneur, is recognized as one of the top 40 entrepreneurs in Mexico by the #1 business university in Latin America. Owner and founder of TRM, The Rise of the Media, an international social media and lead generation agency making sales teams more happy, helping them produce more, and outsourcing the headache of actually learning and implementing the science and art of monetizing social media to a team of marketing mavericks. Now, his mission, his why in business is simple: to provide the venue that allows and propels ideas, businesses, and people of influence into experiences that go beyond human capacity in order to help inspire and impact countless lives, one by one, but a million at a time. And today, his goal is to help you transform your business into a profitable money-making machine with zero effort and virtually non-existent risk. Guys, join me in welcoming Oswaldo. Welcome, my friend.
Thank you so much, Jeremy. Dude, it's amazing to be here. Nice.
Man, well, let's step back because we met back in February. We were at a little itty bitty conference that some people might know as GrowthCon. I got a little 10X here. You got some 10X in the back, I see.
I got some 10X here. I got some 10X in this right there.
There we go. Love it. Yeah. So we're 10Xing it up. So that's awesome. And guys, so Oswaldo ran up to me. He's like, "Man, I want to talk to you," and straight up like, smart guy, sharp guy. But it started when he's like, or I think I asked you how old you were. And he's like, "I'm 19. I'm like, "Say what?" Like that's, and the reason why that gets me pumped is because I'm thinking about like if I would have had the guts to dive in when I was 19, and you've been doing this since you were what, 16, 17, right?
Yeah, practically 16.
Yeah. And if I would have had the guts to dive in then, I would be like light years ahead of where I am now. And so, I mean, that tells me that you got guts, you go for it, and you're not afraid to put yourself out there and put it on the line to do what's best for clients and to build a business. So that's why you're here, because I'm so pumped. And I know every time I talk to you, actually, I know something's going to come out of it that's going to add value to me. Hopefully add some value to you as well. And I think we're going to be doing some big stuff together in the not so distant future because we just click really well. But before I, now that I'm done my little ramble, tell us more about you, what you do, and who you help. I know the intro was awesome and solid, and not gonna lie, the voice was pretty good in the intro as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
But right. but tell us about you. Like, what do we need to know about TRM? How do we know who to refer to you? Or how do we know if the person listening right now is your ideal client?
Of course. So yeah. So first of all, thank you so much for the intro. It was amazing. That Transformer voice is awesome. So I think the intro pretty much sums up. But at the end of the day, who I am is a guy, a normal dude, just a normal person who suddenly at 15 to 16 years old realized that throughout my whole entire life there were many people who told me I couldn't do something. I couldn't get what I wanted, or that I had to be happy and content with all the things that I had, and that I never settled. I never started persevering, whether it was on my soccer career, whether it was on my professional violin career, whether it's right now in entrepreneurship and business. I would never accept a no from anybody, and the most important thing is that I would never have accepted a no for myself. When I realized that as soon as I put my head into something, that I was passionate about it, and that I would take massive action through belief, which means believing in me, believing in what I want, and then take massive action in it, there was absolutely nothing in the world that was going to be able to stop me. Nothing. So that's how I decided to start doing social media coaching and consulting for MLM teams. That's how this all got started. Then we jumped straight forward to where we are at today, 2020, where we went, like you said, to the conference. We were going to be talking about life later, I think, and meeting amazing people with whom I can be, like you said in the intro, the why is to be not a venue, not a service provider or an outsource, the venue for people of influence like yourself, Jeremy, and people of influence like other entrepreneurs and business owners, every single one of the guys that wrote these books. So with their expertise and with their magic, combining them with the tools I have, with my marketing passion and social media used the right way, we can essentially turn business into money-making machines. That's what I do in the business. Yeah, I mean, because you guys have maybe your listeners have heard about this thing called lead generation, or I want more leads, or I need more qualified leads, my leads are trash. Or you can see people thriving and making tons of money off social media, and you cannot wrap your hand around how the heck do they actually do that? Why do they do this? And why some kid in China who's like 6 years old and like unwraps toys makes so much millions of dollars, and I'm right here kicking my butt every single day, and I'm not making money. You know, what I do is we implement these smart strategies taught by the experts in the field, by the top of the top. That's who we look up to, and we implemented in small, medium, and bigger sized businesses to literally, like you said, 10x it. That's what.
Gotcha. So how does somebody know if they're too small to work with you?
If they're too small, well, first of all, like different tires, of course. So my interest is to help absolutely everybody. The beauty about social media in sense like content marketing, is that it's for free, right? So we want this to get as many people as possible. Before, like 20 years ago, our parents had to go like to the library. Well, I mean, I'm younger than you, but I mean, you most have gone to the library and like research and everything in elementary school. I do not know what that is, what that feels like, you know? Right now, people around the world may not have food, but they most likely have a mobile phone, you know? So if there's a desire, you can go right now into YouTube and see yesterday's Harvard business or finance lecture that somebody paid $20,000 to be part of it. So there's multiple tiers. First of all, you can see, guys, right here, I'm pointing at it, my social media link, which is @Oswaldo, where I provide free content. So I want to work with everybody. I want to impact everybody's life. If I make money from that, that's just a side effect of helping, you know, of impacting of results, obviously. And then when it comes to the actual businesses that we work with as a business at TRM, we're looking for people who are impact makers, who are actually making an impact like yourself. You go ahead and you change a business life because you doubled their sales and you even guaranteed it, which is awesome, which not many people have the guts to say, dude, okay. What do you mean? I love this from our last call. What do you mean? What happens if you don't? I mean, I don't know. I've never done it. I mean,
is that what you asked me? It was at GrowthCon, wasn't it? Or was that in our call that you asked me that?
No, it was in our call.
Yeah, it was our call. Yeah, I said, yeah, I double people's sales in 12 months or less guaranteed. And he says, well, what if you don't double them? And I'm like, what do you mean? What if I don't? Yeah, it was. I just never had it happen before. So you know. Yeah, no, that's awesome.
That's awesome. But yeah, I mean, in terms of clients, we normally base ourselves upon retainers and commissions, etc. So we normally go anywhere from like the lowest tier is like 2,500 plus commission plus like equity with what we're bringing in, not like equity in the company, but actually I can prove you, which is the beauty about paid advertising and sales funnels, which I can literally control, measure, and optimize how many dollars I'm putting in and how many dollars I'm putting back and how to grow that. That's what I do like on a daily basis. Like that analysis plus action with the right strategy, that's what makes it happen. So anywhere from 2,500. So we have some clients that we are about to get to 10K per month retainer, which is like pure value. Maybe there's not much commission. But for example, like I told you, Jeremy, I mean, you might be smarter to pay me first a retainer than percentage because I know what I'm doing. I know that you will end up paying me more because of the value that I'm providing and bringing. You know, that's the like the averages. You know.
So let's talk about then. You're talking $2,500 a month, kind of as a starting point. Now, there's lots of entrepreneurs out there that have those funds, but they're saying, I don't know that I should be spending it on lead gen. Isn't there somewhere else I should be spending it? How would you respond?
My response is go ahead and invest in logos and go ahead and invest in having the perfect name. But I mean, if you do not have sales, you're not in business. And if you have a sales team, even if you are like granted and you have like 150 people picking up the phone every single day, you want them to be picking the phone on a rational way, calling people who are already showing interest to them. Mm-hmm. the more the more people's eyes that are on you, the more exposure you get, the most likely you are to make business. What happens when you go to a conference? What happens when you network with people? You are face to face experiencing them, they're experiencing you. What needs to happen in social media is you need to build relationships. This is a way for you to not only get your name out there, but to get your name out there and control what you want people to see and the path that you want them to follow until they become a lead, or until they literally text you and say, hey, I've been looking at your content for over 6 months. Now I think I'm ready. I love what you do. I'd be part of it. I'd love to be part of this.
That's awesome. And I think that's a really good point, because a lot of people get stuck. They're like, I'm going to go into business now. All right, step 1, get a business card. Step 2, get a logo, or vice versa. Step 3, create all the flyers. Go get a banner that you're going to put up at the trade show that might come up someday in the future.
Yeah.
And people, it's just all these things that people feel like they need. And I understand it, because I get it. When I started, I was aiming at corporations, and I was like, if I don't have a website done, like, I don't feel very legit. But that was a mindset thing for me. The people that I speak to, for the most part, they didn't care. Not many people say, hey, do you have a website I can look at? Because I was already in conversation. And normally when you get to the point of conversation, there's other stuff that's irrelevant. You're building the trust right there. And whatever that experience that's created from the funnel or the sales process that you went through to that point is what defines your perception of the value in that conversation. And that's where you come in. You're building those funnels. You're creating that lead generation system.
Jeremy, would you agree that the first impression is always the most important thing?
Yep.
What if I told you that you have the possibility of controlling that first impression, and the second, and the third one, and the fourth one, and the fifth one, and building trust, building rapport, so that when it's finally the moment to jump on Zoom, to jump on the call, to meet in person, to shake the person's hand, they already know, like, and trust you. They already know your story. They already want to make business with you.
Right.
That's the power of social media. That's the power of an online presence. And obviously being authentic, because there's many BS people who will post oh, I'm fancy and everything, but they do not make the type of results they say they do. But if you're authentic, if you're like you and me, getting to know each other right here, if you see me on social media, I'm the same guy. And if you see me, once I turn off this light that's making me blind and turn off my computer, and I go and I work out, I'm the same driven guy, and I'm the same everywhere. So it's about authenticity and having the right steps in process to make this happen. And Jeremy, so you said something really important about the conversation, and that it doesn't matter. I know that to be truth from experience. Most of the people who might be my age right now watching this, or maybe not even 19, that's a little bit too much, but maybe 22, 23, 25, 30, they don't think themselves oh, I'm too young. Dude, I'm 19. And when I get to people, yes, the beard is a big help, but after they spoke to them, it's not after they spoke to them that they start realizing that I look a little bit young, and they're like, hey, by the way, how old are you? And there's two options for me. I could be like, I'm 19, and they will be like, oh, that's not good. Or I can be like, dude, and this is what I did with you, Jeremy, on the Growth Conference. Dude, how old do you think I am? Like, I don't know, 20, 25, 26, 27. Dude, I'm 19. And you position yourself because you already gave value up front. So, totally. I mean, make a sale, make a friend. Jordan Belfort always says the way to the sale is always in 3 different layers, which is also what I implement on my social media channels, which is, number 1, they buy to you. They buy to the person that's selling them. Number 2, they gotta trust you, then they gotta trust the company, and then they gotta trust the product. If they trust you, they will trust your product, because it's you who they are buying. It's the relationship. We're humans, and it's all about getting back to the core element of human. That's what it's about, both physically, offline, whether it's on coronavirus time that we have to be online forcefully, or whether it's once everything is over. It's about getting back to the core element of human, and that's gonna be every single day tough for people to do, because I'm in Mexico City. I'm talking to you. You are like, if I were to drive where you live, it would take me 3 weeks, But it's about making it human. It's about making an experience out of every single thing, even if you're not in a call, even if it's a video or a social media post.
Totally. I love that. And you're right. It's all about that being human and building those connections. And I think that gets left out so often. It's like, okay, I'm going to go do lead gen. And it's just, we're going to have names on lists, or, inquiry forms, or whatever the structure is. But the process is often taken for granted because there's lots of systems that work and there's lots of great lead gen people out there. Don't get me wrong. And I've got lots of great friends that are in lead gen. And feeling like the person gets people just builds so much more confidence into the process. I don't care if a landing page you build is a template from 7 other clients you have. If you understand the concept of how to connect and it works for my audience and gets them to book a call with me, I'm in. Right. And, but some people, it's just, oh, here's the form and give us your information. And that trust doesn't get built very well, which directly impacts the conversion. Like if I get on a call with somebody and their experience with my brand, with my messaging thus far is, please tell me what you would like to purchase. Like, they can get that anywhere, but they want an experience that allows them to build that relationship, that like, know, and trust, like Bob Berg says. And yeah, to your Jordan Belfort example, exactly. They got to trust you. They got to trust the company. They got to trust the product. And you can build that throughout the sales process in a good funnel. So I think it's super powerful what you're doing. And I'm really pumped that I got to meet you, because I'll tell you, when you said 19, dude, that sold me. I don't know what it sold me on yet, but it sold me on you. Because I look at it and go, man, this guy's half my age. Don't tell people, but yeah, this kid's half my age. And he's already like thinking as big or bigger than me. He's got nothing holding him back. And what that means is that for you watching or listening, that if you're going, I don't know, and you've got these doubts, I get it. And I don't need to go and change the way you think about yourself. I mean, we can, and I think it would be great, but you can have someone like this in your corner to do it for you. Have someone else be the person that pushes through and just says, let's go make the magic happen. Trust me, I got you, and go. And so this is the power of what I see you as bringing, because it's not just a lead gen guy. You're not just a lead gen company. You're a dude that gets people, is fired up, is willing to push like I've never seen, in all the best ways, not like the annoying way, but like push where it matters and come across as authentic, be sincere, and focus on what's the best for everyone around you. So that, man, like that's why you're here. Because I wanted to introduce the world to you. Not that I can take full credit for you, because obviously I just met you, but man, like just I like your vibe. And I think that more people need to be connecting with you. Now, is there a specific industry that you focus on? Like how do people know that are watching? Because we've got people watching that want to get their first sales rep, people that want to build out sales teams, people that want to expand into different countries. A lot of people that have reps are looking at them, have them working remote right now. How does somebody know if they're the right industry or right type of company to work with you, other than the size?
The beautiful thing about marketing is that everybody needs it. So when it comes to me, and I think I already mentioned this quote to you last time, this is not something mine. I actually stole this from Russell Brunson. So he's the one who I first heard it from. Is that your business? And I don't care who I'm talking to. I don't care if I'm talking to Jeff Bezos or Donald Trump, or I'm talking to Jeremy, or I'm talking to the guy with the 7-Eleven. Your business is not the product that you sell, and your business is not the service that you offer or produce or anything. Your business is the marketing of the product or the thing that you sell. Meaning, how you look, how people perceive you, how they experience the sale, the post-sale, the service, the customer service. It's all around marketing. It's all around perception. It's all around human relationships and connections. So when it comes to a practical niche, I obviously have some which are more fond of my heart, but we can literally implement this in multiple industries. We have implemented it in e-com industry, e-learning industry, real estate companies, IT companies. We have even worked like for people who have like software factories, for like influencers that want just to get the name out there. And I'm like, hey, yeah, get your name out there, but you gotta monetize, you gotta eat, you know. I always like to work with impact makers. So for example, in the growth conference, I also like, I don't know if you see him, but we're working with people who have been really famous because, for example, world kickboxing champion, Tim Lane. Why do I want to work with him? Why do I want to find more people like him? because he's willing to invest, even if he will not get an immediate return, because he's launching like free Zoom trainings, like the one that I told you,
Yeah.
because he wants people back. But then what I do with my magic is not only I help more people with him, because I'm actually like sending this to the whole world, to Brazil, to Paraguay, to Mexico, to United States, Europe, etc., where people need to work out to their homes and they do not have anybody. But on the back end, if they think that we offer value, we sell them on the on-demand program. I'm helping a guy who went viral, Kenny Clutch, because he went viral because when his son was 2 years old, he got cancer. His son, and he got viral because he dances. He has his dance studio, and he danced, and his video went viral because of the dance with his son. He went like on Stir Harvey and everything. He is on a mission to impact families through life coaching, through mentorship groups, through this, through that. What happens is that he has so much power, just him and his team. Even if you have a 1,000 people team, when it comes to me, I'm replicating all of that. I'm replicating your real estate social media presence. I'm replicating the house advert that you created. I'm replicating your IT service pitch, and I'm putting it in front of millions of people. That's why in the intro, Jeremy, you said that we want to impact lives within, like, as a venue to our our clients. And I said something that's really important: one by one, but a million at a time. What this means is that even if that each of the ads is being looked at by millions of people at the same time, we are creating experiences for each one of them. It's the same thing like if you were talking to me 45 minutes, making the pitch, making the sale, making the close, building rapport, that if you see one of my ads, one of my webinars, one of my funnels, landing pages, etc. It doesn't matter the industry, as long as you can get more and you want more. That's what I'm looking for. Right now, I mean, if you're hungry, if you want to grow, if you like, you ask, what if I do not need to grow? Well, if you do not need to grow, I mean, simply you're not somebody that I want to work with. You're limiting your mindset. You're limiting your mind. But if you want more, if you know that what you have works and it can impact businesses, lives, etc., in any way possible, it's your duty. It's your ethical responsibility to sell them, to market as strong as possibly you can. Because if you're not getting your product to that person who you know that you can help, you're doing them a disservice.
100%. I love it. I love it. So before we tell people how to get a hold of you, I want to run you through our lightning round.
Let's go.
And so we're going to hit you with a couple quick questions because we want to learn a little bit more about who Oswaldo is. So question number 1, we all know that coffee is for closers. What's your favorite coffee or comparable drink?
My favorite coffee. I am really fortunate because my dad, in his work, in his 9-to-5 job, he travels a lot through all Latin America, and he goes a lot to Colombia. So every single, I mean, I do not have a brand because every single time he comes back, so he should go to Colombia at least twice per month. He brings like different coffee,
Nice.
So I like Colombian coffee. I think the coffee that I enjoy the most is a coffee that I tried at Mozart's Cafe in Vienna.
Nice. Awesome. So now if you had to recommend either one book or movie to sales team or sales leaders, what would it be and why?
One book or movie. Ooh, when it comes to movie, I always say like The Wolf of Wall Street.
Okay. Yeah.
So The Wolf of Wall Street, even though it's a lot of entertainment, seeing Leo DiCaprio, like he even does this, like Jonathan Belfort. You see a video of Jonathan Belfort, he's like, oh my god,
Yeah.
He does it, like how he presents, and how he teaches, how he motivates, how he pushes his people. I love to watch that movie, and I got chills right now thinking about that because I used to empower me, and it's a pretty good movie on motivation. When it comes to a book.
Look to the stack. Yeah.
Dude, I mean, honestly, and right now I over there I have like another 100 couple books and everything. But I would say I know that I cannot wait so much. There's 2 books that I would like to recommend.
Okay.
So number 1 is this one, 30 Days by Russell Brunson, for people who are trying to get started. Because I know that, yeah, exactly that one right there. So it's crazy because it has literally 30 different people. 30 different, complete different niches on how if you lost everything, And I know and I understand that many people watching this video specifically right now, watching live or watching in the coming weeks, you're going through some sort of struggle. We all are in some way. But it's your choice to thrive on it or not, or to like sit down and do nothing. So what this book teaches you is like how to thrive even when you're at zero, and not just one way, 30 different ways. So if you're interested in that, DM me at Oswaldo. I'll give you a link where you can get it for practically for free. And for sales team, I would say either the 10x rule or way of the wolf, because of how strategic it is, and 10x rule is because of the mindset that it produces. So I don't care if you're at $100 million per year, you can still 10x that, you know?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There's always room to grow, right?
By hiring Jeremy, obviously. Then if you do not hire him, you cannot do anything.
Hire me. We'll hire him to get the leads. We'll be good to go. Love it. So who's someone who's been a mentor in your life?
Number one person that got me from like to even like to what's the word to drop out of high school, because I dropped out of high school. And I had like 6 months left on high school, and I couldn't handle it anymore. I had to drop out because I saw the possibilities and everything. Is a guy who is barely 6 months older than me. So he's 20 already, but he's like January 2000. His name is Iman Gachi, and he's like the master, like sensei when it comes to social media marketing, when it comes to the programs that he has, which I fully 100% endorse. It's been built me to who I am and what I do right now. And like just looking at somebody face to face, like talking to him every week as a mentor on the weekly Q&As and everything, that's my age, and that he's at like 60K per month profit on his agency with 3 employees. That's what driven me the most. I'd say that's the number one person.
Awesome. And final question of the lightning round is what's the strangest thing that you do in your daily routine to keep you on your game?
I have this app that's called Alarm Me. So you can
Alarm Me?
Alarm, like alarm me, like Y at the end. Mm-hmm. So this is awesome because I'm really tough to wake up. So sometimes no alarm has ever worked for me. But what I did with this one is it has this type of noise like you know, and in order for me to turn it off, if there's no snooze button, I have to wake up, walk to my bathroom, close the door, and scan the QR code that I printed and that I put it in my door, so that it just shuts up. When I'm already at my bathroom, I mean, I turn on the shower. It's cold as shower. I jump in. If I need to jump in with clothes, I will do it because I know that I cannot negotiate with my mediocre self, and I will jump it. So that's like my weirdest life hack, the QR thing.
I like it. The QR code to shut your alarm off and the ice cold shower. Wow, that's awesome, man. That's a lot of people can use that. I'm going to share that with some people in my world because they can definitely use the help. Awesome. So Oswaldo, you've got a couple of things that you want to share. So I'm going to put your website up on the screen and tell us if somebody wants to work with you, what's the next step that they should do?
Awesome. So do I wait for you to pull up the website?
Boom.
Oh, there it is. So guys, anyone who's motivated to get to the next level, even if right now, yes, we are at a certain point where we are like really qualifying our clients. We like to think ourselves as not only do we are a good fit for you or not, but we need to be a good fit for each other. That's how we grow. When we work with somebody, or we do not say we work for somebody, we work with them. It's their business, but when we're working on it, it turns into ours as well. So we build a relationship, we build practically a partnership when we're gonna launch it, and we're gonna launch it the right way. So if you go to trndigital.co, you can learn a little bit about what type of people are we working on yet. And I encourage you to go to any button in the whole landing page will take you to the same place. What I need you to opt in and give me your full name and your email address. Don't worry, no spam, no email sequences, nothing. I just want to have this to recognize you. And then on the second step, you will be able to book completely for free. There's people who honestly pay me more than $500 an hour for only this type of value. But let's jump on a free strategy session. I was just mentioning to Jeremy before the call, I'm not the type of dude who goes into the sales call and then sells you so that I can bring the value. Even in my website, it says we like dessert first, because I jump into the call. I give you full value. I build into my head the actual process and battle plan that you should be following to 10x your business, to 10x your sales, to do more leads, to have more qualified, to have a very social presence. I literally give it to you. what happens, and I'm going to give you my secret right here, just because we're in Jeremy's podcast, and I love you all guys because you're listening to Jeremy, is two things. Number one, either we move forward working together, and that's awesome, and we're going to 10x, or please, I encourage you to take every single thing that I taught you inside that call, write it down and implement it. Obviously, it will not be as profitable as if I were doing it. It has taken me more than 5 years to learn this thing, so probably will take you a couple $100,000 on trial and error and everything. So I encourage you to hire us. We're going to help you with that. But if you cannot hire us right now, or we find ourselves not a good fit, I will still give you the value, so please implement that. And second call to action that I'd like to make, we're looking to expand and to grow our team. Doesn't matter where in the world you're at right now. If you think yourself as a high-ticket closer, as someone who can persuade, who can complete an experience from a lead, like network with people, turn them into leads, receive the phone calls from the lead generation that we do on in-house, and then close them before even they get to me, and you're interested in high-paying commissions as well, go to trmdigital.co. There's like in the menu it says we are hiring. Click on there and let me know what your talents, and let me know why should I hire you. But we're looking forward to that. Right now we're at over 100 applications. No BS, I literally can share my screen with you. Over 100 applications, but you're seeing right now this, and you think that you and I can be an amazing team. Let's make it happen.
I love it. I love it. Do you guys see why I like this guy so much? This is awesome. Oswaldo, thank you so much. Thank you for being on Sales Team Rescue. And guys, be sure to go to trmdigital.co to check out a site. Find that careers page if you're looking for a gig. If you're in a spot right now where you're a great salesperson, but maybe you're in car sales and you can't go do that right now, and you kind of were thinking about not going back anyway. We want to get some long-term commitments to, to work with your team. Shoot him a message, fill out the form, and get connected. Because I'll tell you, he's such a great guy that even if you're not the right person to join his team right now, because there's only a few spots and over 100 applicants already, he's someone you want to know. So do that. Take advantage of it, guys. Thank you for tuning in to episode 47 of Sales Team Rescue. And remember, you can get the replay of this and other episodes at salesteamrescue.com. We will see you next Wednesday, 2 p.m. Eastern, right here on Headspace TV. Cheers, guys.
Jeremy, thank you so much.
My pleasure.